Hello there and welcome in. My name's Roddy's, and today I wanted to talk about three differences between the IDV back when I originally started playing versus the IDV we see today, and the things that stood out to me on my return. For the record, I started playing back in 2020 and played for almost 2 years before I had to stop playing. And the reason for this was literally that my phone could no longer handle the game. But since the end of January of this year, I've returned to IDV and I now play it on my PC, so there's no issues with it anymore. Mainly the storage. This game is really big and my poor phone cannot handle it anymore. But it's been quite some time in between, just about like 3 years away. So there's been a lot of changes, and I thought, why not make a little video just to talk about some of the things I noticed upon my return. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so number one, tide turner no longer required. Now, what I mean by that is that there are less people seemingly using it rather than whether or not it is required. If you were around in 2020, back then you could get dogged on for not bringing Tide, even as a decoder. Nowadays, it seems like we've moved past this, but I sometimes feel like we've gone a bit too far, to the point that I'm loading in some matches and there's a rescuer and they're bringing flywheel instead of Tide. Please, please bring Tide. Please, if you are a rescuer, I swear, I've recently started learning how to be a rescuer, and usually I tend to swap off rescue if I see a fellow rescuer in the lobby, just so that we don't slow down ciphers too much, because I feel like Cypher Rush on the side of Survivor, if you're playing Survivor yourself, then Cypher Rush is really slow, but as a hunter, it's really fast. So if you have two rescuers, obviously that makes it slow down even more. But I swear, I am going to keep playing my rescue character if the other rescuer does not have Tide. Please, just bring Tide for ours, for everyone's sake. The next thing is flywheel. And oh my gosh, I had no idea what this was when I pulled up to my first hunter match back and was literally so confused. I watched a cowboy flywheel and I thought that was a new cowboy ability. To be fair, I love cowboy, so I was like maybe a little like fangirling. I was like, oh my gosh, they buffed cowboy in a really weird way. He definitely couldn't do that back then. But I eventually came to realize that this is a new trait on the Persona whip, which I'm kind of glad that they ended up adding this as more people are using it versus the trait that it replaced. I legit had to search up what it was while working on this video because I did not remember at all. No one used that trait. It's spectator, by the way. But it really took me a bit to get used to it, especially as even during the time when I was away, I was really into Dead by Daylight at that time. So I'd seen a similar perk in that game, which is Dead Hard. It kind of works the same way as Flywheel. But I didn't realize that IDV had implemented a similar trait into their game. So when I got back, I was really, really confused and fully expecting not to have to deal with it. And first match back in, immediately there's a cowboy with flywheel, and again, it just confused me. If you ever want to see like my reaction to it, check out my first ever like VOD in which I played IDV again. It's on my vods channel if you want to check that out. It's so funny, I swear. And lastly, the third thing that I found most surprising on my return back is locked ciphers. Now, somehow I'm always dealing with traits while I'm on the opposite faction. So, of course, I had to deal with this in my first survivor matches back to the game. And this trait genuinely drives me, I swear. Usually I feel like I'm always the one spawning next to that locked cipher. And I just never had to deal with this back then because, of course, it wasn't a trait that existed back then. So having to fully, like, rotate to another cipher always just aggrieves me, especially if I'm rescuer or decoder, because then it just wastes my time. And 9 times out of 10, I somehow always run into the hunter. I swear. I always end up doing it, no matter what. Or I end up in the middle of the other person's kite. And I'm like, please, I just want to get to a cipher. I can't find a cipher. Like, please. It's gotten to a point where I just kind of stand at the locked cipher. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to wait for you to unlock. And we're going to be here until that happens. Because I don't want to waste my time or run into the hunter. But, just in general, I'm not that aggrieved by it. And actually, as a dual faction player myself, as I kind of mentioned, and as you can probably tell in the background of the video, I'm currently having some hunter matches, playing not the best. These 2 hunters I don't play, like, at all. But I just thought it would be fun to try them out, to, like, practice or whatever. Or just see if I can tolerate these hunters. But as dual faction player, getting back to my train of thought there, I am really excited to, like, see these different traits and different kind of implementations being added into the game, because it helps to evolve the game and hopefully entice newer players in, if they see that the game is being looked after and being attempted to be balanced. Though I will say, this video was made, like, before the 2 big updates that we had recently. I wrote the script before them, so it didn't really give me... I didn't want to, like, add those in because I've been into IDV since the end of January at this point, so I'm seeing everything in real time now versus, like, it being a new experience from a player who's been on break for 3 years. But one of my biggest concerns right now is the final deduction that is on the go right now. I don't know quite what the devs have in mind, and I guess we'll have to wait and see what they're planning with this. I just don't think it really works out. It hasn't helped me much as a hunter player, and as a survivor player, it's just... I think I witnessed this as a survivor for the first time, and I was literally panicking. I had no idea what it was, what was happening, and it just kind of, you know... So, I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see, figure out how the game is going to progress, and what other decisions and changes will be made. But yeah, it's been really interesting to look back on it. Funny enough, I had this idea literally when I just got back to the game, but I recently watched Schmitty. Like, he has 2 videos. Or I don't know how many videos he has now, but he has at least 2 videos that I saw, in which he explores how the maps were. So I thought that was really interesting to see his perspective as a longer time player. So if you want to see any other videos kind of like this and seeing the differences between IDV then versus IDV now, then definitely check out Schmitty's channel. He's a co-op player, if you don't know, aka a pro player. He plays in the big tournament. So yeah, go check out his videos. I just wanted to shout him out. He does not need my shout out, but I feel like it kind of fits. So with that out of the way, thank you so much for checking out this video and watching till the end if you did. It means a lot. And if you ever want to catch my content live, then I'm usually on Twitch Monday to Thursday. Monday and Wednesday, I stream midday time for myself. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I stream in the evenings. So if you want to check out my content, then please give me a follow on Twitch. It would mean the world to me. And if not, then that's cool. I don't want to force anyone. I just, you know, gotta promo myself a little, whatever. But anyways, thank you so much for checking out this video. And I will catch y'all the next time if you come back. So thank you so much, and bye-bye!